The Blocktalk podcast started because of my passion for the property management industry. I wanted to start a conversation and add some value within the industry with a diverse range of people and professionals who can add something extra. As we start out, my aim is that the podcast offers some useful insight into a variety of views, opinions, thoughts, and foresights from our guests, who include business leaders and industry experts. If you enjoy the podcast and want to find out any other information, head on over to brianwelsh.co.uk. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Blocktalk podcast. Today is our quarterly special edition, which is a Clientcast, where we kind of talk about all things CPL and try and get some information out there to clients and prospects and anyone else who's interested in what's going on. So today I am joined by Will, who's our CTO, who everyone will know. I can introduce Fran, our ops director. This is our first time on the Clientcast because we decided not to bring her on after a month. She'd only been here a month last time. And Tom, who you probably know, our BDM as well. So welcome all. Thank you for coming on today. Everyone all right? Yes? Good. Okay, so cracking on. So first of all, team update. Okay, it's been a busy, we've grown we've more than doubled in the last 12 to 18 months people-wise. That's mainly to support Connect development, portal development, also a new English or a new product for the rest of the UK market, which people are going to come on to in a bit. So we have a number of new starts, which I will cover. So we have Lee, who's our new implementations manager. So she, from a client point of view, if there's anything project-wise or new product-wise being installed, then you'll get to speak to Lee because will be planning it all and making sure that everything happens on time. Chris Burrell joined us within the last few months as well. Chris is come on board as a product consultant. He's a senior portfolio accountant, or was a senior portfolio accountant, worked for a number of high-profile block management companies in England. And he's already, he's been working with Will a lot around the new rest of the UK work that we are doing. And in fact, he was at a client meeting with me yesterday, and I was, or in fact, with Will and I yesterday. And yeah, it was very impressive. He knows his stuff. So great to have him on board as well. Steve and Yemi, who are in QA, so our testers, they've joined over the last few months as well. They're going great guns, I think, as far as I know. Will did tell me that in our last one-to-one, so that's good to know. And we have a new product owner coming on board as well in the next few weeks, I think. So Christine joins in the next few weeks, which will be excellent. And I am looking forward to that because that's very much takes a chunk of work off Will from planning releases and what's going into releases and these sort of things, communication with clients and stuff like that. So that'll be brilliant as well. So yeah, a huge amount going on, team update. And we haven't finished yet either. There'll be quite a lot of other new people joining, I dare say, in the next 6 months as well. So Will is now going to talk about what we have been doing in the last quarter. So Will, over to you.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So in the last quarter, I guess first we had the 261 rollout. So we started rolling that out to all of our sites, and that utilizes our new deployment framework. So that's going to allow us to do seamless updates going forward, which will mean we'll be able to react a lot quicker in terms of our updates and deployment. So we'll be able to push features out to our customers much quicker once they're signed off by our QA team. And that's still ongoing now. We're still rolling that out across the sites. The initial rollout is going to take a bit of time because of that change in the deployment framework. But once everybody's on 261, future rollouts are going to be much more seamless and much quicker, and the customers will just see a new version most of the time when they log in the morning. So yeah, that's really exciting. We're really happy to have it in place. It's going to save us a lot of kind of effort in terms of having to make sure those deployments are all aligned, and it takes care of a lot of the overhead there. So yeah, really excited about that. The next kind of big thing we were doing last quarter is our Connect product that went live at a couple of sites. So that's our web-based client engagement tool. That's now in use, and so far it's been well received, and we've had quite a few suggestions about how we could improve it in the future. Our next big thing we're working on is our payment providers. So we've been talking about GoCardless quite a bit recently. So that's now live at a couple of sites as well. We've had lots of direct debit payments going through the GoCardless system already. It's really streamlined the payments for our customers, so that's been great to see. And we've also implemented Blink, who is a card payment provider. We can now offer payments through Blink, both in our core product on the desktop and also in the web portal and apps, the mobile apps online. So customers can make payment through that platform now. Other than that, the other big news this last quarter is that we've had quite a few new sites go live with us. So some more customers joining the CPL family. They've been onboarded and gone live in the last few months, and really happy to have them on board. They seem to be getting a real lot of benefit out of the product, and it's been nice to sort of have some new people to share CPL with.
Excellent. Thank you, Will. So next up, Fran, do you want to let us know what's been going on in your world?
So it has been a busy quarter for us as well. As you said, it's been 5 months since I joined, and it's been a great, really enjoyable experience, really getting to know the team and being part of the CPL family. So it's been busy though, and our main focus is really around everything to do with the overall customer experience. So we've spent a lot of time over the last kind of few months really looking at all of our processes and touch points to identify where we can make adjustments to really enhance all of our interactions with all of our different customers. So that's kind of the overarching focus for everything that we're doing. And Brian, you mentioned a couple of the new starters. So Chris Burrell, I mean, he is absolutely the resident expert on all of the things financials. He's already had some really productive interactions with some people, but I can assure you that he is always more than happy to get into the numbers and talk all about them and help solve any anomalies that you might be finding. So please do reach out to him if you need to. And then we also welcome Lee to the team. So she's an implementation manager, and her focus is really on managing all of the new requests that come through that don't fall within the realms of kind of BAU and support. So be that new customers onboarding or change requests that come through. So she's had a great impact as well. She's really putting in some processes that ensure that we can respond and react to any emerging customer needs effectively and efficiently. So with both of those joining, the timing was great. We've been able to bring the various teams together for some of the regular away days. It's been great to actually get some face-to-face time with everybody and really meet them in the flesh, which is always lovely. But even more than that, it's just given everyone that opportunity to really re-energize in line with the vision, and they've all come away full of like really exciting projects that they're going to action. Just all part of the continuous improvement cycle. We've got our last one in a few weeks. That's with the support team. We're really looking forward to that one as well. But fear not, we've got some really solid contingency in place, so there won't be any change in the service while we're out and about on that one. So that's kind of what we've been doing coming out of that, and some of the things that we're looking at going into the next quarter. We're really looking closely at all of our internal tools. May not sound like it's of much impact, but the idea behind that is really to make sure that we can streamline all of our processes so that we can be as efficient and effective outwardly. So we'll be looking at that. And the other really exciting one that we'll be looking at is we're looking into overhauling the knowledge base. So that's a project that we'll be starting in the next few weeks. It's going to take a while. It's not going to be an overnight change, but we'll be looking at that over the next few weeks. And again, the whole idea of that is to just make it much easier to use, easier for customers to go and find answers to their questions whenever they want to. So it will be quick, easy for them to access. So very excited about that. And then we've got a new technical operations specialist joining us next month. So he'll be coming on board and getting up to speed to support everything kind of in that tech ops world, along with Angie, who most of you are probably already very familiar with. And we're also actively recruiting for a new customer services manager, which again, I'm really excited about. They'll be coming in to take leadership of the support team, but also start to build out some more mechanisms to really foster and energize the customer relationships and the feedback loop, so that you've always got somebody to go to and make all of those relationships really productive going forwards. So it's been busy. It's going to continue to be busy, but it's very exciting. We'll look forward to sharing more of those outward facing things with you as and when they come available.
Cool. Thanks, Fran. Yeah, it has been really busy, and it is very exciting as well. It's a huge amount of stuff going on, and it gives, having the right people in the right, I guess, I hate this phrase, but seats on the bus gives us a chance to go and make sure that all these things work and work in the best possible way. Right. Tom, exciting new things happening. You get the exciting bit then.
I get the fun stuff, the shiny things that everybody's interested in. So I mean, as you've probably heard, there's a lot going on in CPL in terms of how we're running things operationally, but there's some really exciting things that, from a visual standpoint at least, everybody will be able to enjoy. And so we've undertaken a huge kind of rebrand project, and so it's worth specifying that isn't rebranding the company, that's rebranding the product. So CPL will remain as a company, and the product will be rebranded into Proximo. And this is what we've done to try and help create a little bit of harmony between all the products that we sell, all the different modules, to try and combine them into a single suite of software that is a lot easier to digest, and also provide a little bit more transparency in what each of those individual modules are doing. And so there's a huge product being undertaken to kind of get this from beginning to end, but we're hoping that we'll have visuals and a new website to be launched towards the end of this year, beginning of next year, as we start to look to expand into the rest of the UK. So it's going to be really exciting to share the branding with everybody when that's ready to be launched, and get people involved with this kind of new look. In terms of the functionality, it shouldn't impact anybody. It's more of an aesthetic change, and more of a change towards a unified ecosystem. But from a functionality standpoint, it will pretty much remain the same. Other things to talk about as well, as Will alluded, we've now launched the Connect platform. But we have some really exciting updates that are coming to that in the next couple of months, in the form of the Power BI dashboard. I see that as being an extremely valuable tool that links in with Connect, effectively allowing you to extrapolate data from your database and then visualize it wherever you are. With Connect being a web-based application, you can take an iPad on site, pull information on your top 10 biggest debt clients, and have that information to hand if you're on a client meeting, for example. And so that's a really revolutionary product that will provide a lot of power to property managers moving forward. And linking into that is going to be the new portal. And so that's going to open up a plethora of functionality for property managers, allowing clients to be able to report repair requests, raise cases, complaints, and have that information fed back into the Connect platform to be able to be actioned from the property manager. And also allow them to track jobs, manage documents, update their accounts, and make payments and set up direct debits. So it's a really powerful platform that I'm really excited actually to start showing people. So I'm sure people will be aware that Brian sent out an email recently with a lot of this information in. So if anybody is interested in seeing this in a little bit more detail, you should have my number or my email address. So please do give me a call, and I'd be happy to pop around and give you a full tour.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, excellent. No, the Promptable stuff's really coming on, and you guys have done a huge amount of work with Jax and Chris and on the new website and everything like that. And I kind of check in every so often. It's going very well, so that's really good. That's really good. Okay, so Will, let's talk about just software updates that are coming, if you can.
Yeah, no problem. So this quarter, the core team have been working a lot on the various improvements in the next version, which is 2.6.2. Not all, but a lot of those have been focusing on performance in certain areas of the system. So, and that's specifically targeting when we're deployed to cloud servers, although this will benefit on-premise clients as well, where their servers are in their own office or on their own network. So we've been doing a lot of that, along with a lot of other sort of quality of life features, some minor improvements to other areas, and also some new features as well. But the thing we're really thrilled about this quarter is that the core team have just started development on the rest of the UK functionality, which is including the service charge accounting. So Chris Burrell, our product specialist, who Fran mentioned earlier, and Chris McVie, our business analyst, and myself, we've been in lots of meetings to iron out how all of the new features will work for the rest of the UK. And then that's now starting to materialise, which is always an exciting part of a new project. The developers as well are really excited to be starting to break the ground on new features. It's always a fun part of a project to kind of get started on and start to build up these frameworks and building blocks of what will be a complete new suite of functionality. So that's been the core team. That's been really exciting for them. The Connect team have been working away on the new client portal, as well as creating a new report API, which will act as a modernized base for all of our outbound reports, such as invoices, statements, and any other sort of tailored reports that we make for our customers. Any owner-facing reports, this will be used for that going forward. So that's going to replace our current report framework, and that's going to bring with it a lot of kind of benefits, including the formats we can export to, and also the performance of sort of your really large batches of reports. In addition to that, as Tom said, the Connect team have been working on Power BI dashboard, so we've created a framework for that. That's going to be available in version 3.2, which is out very soon. We're probably looking to release that in the next 4 to 6 weeks, maybe sooner. So that's really exciting to see that kind of be released to our clients and see what they can do with it, really, because it's going to allow them to manipulate their data in a much more freer way than is currently available, and give them real insights into the data that CPL holds, which is extensive. And that's the majority of what we've been up to this quarter. We're a lot of exciting things, and we're just looking forward to kind of getting on with it, especially with the rest of the UK features that are coming out.
Excellent. Thanks, Will. Okay, that kind of wraps it up for this quarter. So I mean, it is an exciting time, although we always say that because it isn't always an exciting time. There's always a lot going on. We're always trying to, push the software boundaries and bring our bring stuff to our clients that is useful. And I think one thing to leave with, and I guess from today, and that is that I think Will and Tom are working on something special to present at the PMAS conference in October. They haven't told me what it is. I'm not, unfortunately, going to be there. Holidays were already booked before I knew what the date was. Tom's speaking at the event anyway, so he's gonna get some exciting. There's something exciting going on that they're working on, and so go. In fact, all three of you are at that event, aren't you? So if anyone's listening, go have a chat with Fran, Tom, or Will, and see what we're up to. Okay, thanks for coming on, guys.
No problem.
No worries.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.